Alrighty, what is up, you guys? I'm super pumped to be bringing you this video because I'm not gonna lie, I've been cooking up a little bit of something behind the scenes here. No hook, no stupid intro. Let's get straight into this video. No time to waste here. You're watching this video right now because you want to make money online, which is absolutely awesome. But unfortunately, this is your life right now. You're barely making any money. You're slaving away at a boring 9-to-5 job that you do the same shit every single day and you're barely getting by. You're stuck living in your hometown that you grew up in and you can never travel and go around the world whenever you feel like it. Or you're going to college because your parents told you to, and this was just the traditional path for you to go down. But, you don't want to do that. You're unsure what business model will actually work for you. And you have no freedom to find your passion. You have no free time to actually find what you're passionate about, right? So you're just going through the motions of life and you can't do what you want in your life. And this is where your life could be at in the next 1 to 3 years, right? You can quit your job. You can drop out of college. You can learn high value skill sets and start to make money online. You can become an entrepreneur, make 10K plus per month. You can create your own business and your own offer if you want. You can escape the matrix, move to a cool city, somewhere coastal, right? Like somewhere by the beach, travel the world, pursue your passion, spend time with your family, and do whatever you want with your life. And this is the ultimate goal. You get to decide what you want to do with your life, not someone else decides for you, right? And with that being said, that's why I'm super pumped to show you this video, because I'm going to show you exactly how to do this in this video. Now you're probably thinking like, that sounds great and I would love help on this, but why should I believe you? And the reason why you should believe me is because I've actually documented my entire journey over the past 3 years, right? So this was literally me 3 years ago. I had $417 to my name. I was starting college as a freshman during like the whole COVID year. You can see me in my like little dorm here. It looks like a prison cell. And I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. I was majoring in mechanical engineering, but it was literally something that I didn't care about at all in the slightest. And I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life at this time. And so the reason I'm creating this video is because I know there's so many other people out there just like me. I saw it in college, right? And so I ended up starting to learn remote sales and my life changed almost overnight. And I'll talk about this in a second. As you can see here, this is actually me on one of my very first Zoom calls, absolutely bombing the call. I know for certain this chick didn't buy. That's all I'm going to say. And then as well, we can see this commission here of me making my very first commission, which was actually 70 cents because I wasn't very good at like high ticket sales. So I was selling like cheap stuff through the DMs in an attempt to make money to somebody that could not buy like the higher end program. And I made my first commission, which was 70 cents. Super embarrassing, but like, hey, at least it started working. But I kept at it and I started to see money coming in. So about 2 months into the process here, I actually got my first high ticket commission, which was $1,000 for selling a larger unit. Shout out to Larry. This was one of my first closed deals ever. And then, another $1,000 commission, another $1,000 commission, and it started to build up. I started making 2 to 3K per month in like my first 2 months. And then after about 4 months into my journey, I had one of my biggest commissions ever, which was $28.50 in one single sale in one single day, which was absolutely insane to me. And I started making like 5K per month range. And then about 8 months into my journey, I started making like 8 to 10K per month pace. And then I actually took all of those skills and started my own agency after that, which, as you can see here, did 110K in one single quarter, which was like 30K per month. And I did 10K in one day. Then boom, 56K in a single 4-week period. Then boom, 54K in an actual month to month period, January 1st to January 31st. Then the following month after that, 55K. And then the totality of the entire year doing 488K in one single year. So I went from literally being this broke college kid with no idea what he wanted to do to doing just shy of 500K in one single year, which is right around the same amount of money that doctors make in high-end positions, right? And with that, like no one really cares, to be honest. Like I'm kind of like brushing over this, but also inside of the agency that I run that allowed me to do that, I actually coach people on how to do sales. So you can see multiple people actually taking my advice, closing deals, changing their lives as well. making thousands of dollars that way. Now, like, enough of talking about me. I know you don't really care too much, but there's really like two keys to my success. Number one was finding the right beginner friendly business model. And number two is learning how to master high value skill sets. These are the most important things. And to be honest with you guys, 90% of beginners fail because they pick the wrong business model. I see this happen time and time again. They pick the wrong vehicle to operate in. And quick shout out to Iman for this little graphic here. But like, as you can see, there's affiliate marketing, Amazon FBA, dropshipping, info products, trading, crypto, growth operating, copywriting. That one's like kind of decent. But basically, all of these businesses have major flaws, right? So they all require startup capital. They also require they have like a unitary gain, meaning that you spend money in order to make money. Then they also have like low margin. The demand on it can vary, right? So like for something like drop shipping here, like it's low demand. So you have to be excellent at marketing in order to sell it, right? Fulfillment, sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's extremely hard. And then the deal type is one-off, right? With that being said, remote sales is a perfect, remote sales is a perfect beginner-friendly business model for you because it requires no prior experience. There's zero startup capital involved. The margin is 10 to 30% still, which is still technically low, like we talked about in the previous screenshot, but you're also selling a high ticket item, which means you can sell a $10,000 package and make 10 to 30% on that. You cannot complain about that. The demand is still growing and still skyrocketing. The fulfillment is easy, and the commission or the deal type is on a commission basis, which is actually the secret weapon that you need to start making really good money online, because commission allows you to get paid based on your skill, not on the amount of hours that you work. So it means if you're good, you make good money. If you're not good, you don't make good money, right? And this is perfect when you first get started out because this forces you to develop a strong work ethic and actually build and refine valuable skill sets. Now, let's talk about some other pros to remote sales. This allows you to actually go in and learn one of the top two most valuable business fundamental skills, which are sales and marketing, right? Every business markets and every business sells. So by you learning these skills, this actually allows you to learn the fundamental skill that every business needs. And then also on top of that, you get to work inside of other successful businesses, and you can see exactly how they operate inside of their business, right? By you going in and working with them, you can see how they operate. So then you can actually translate that into running your own thing in the future. Then when you learn sales, you can actually apply that same psychology to other aspects of your life, like family, friends, relationships, to, get what you want there. And as long as you have good intentions, I don't think that that's a bad thing at all. And then here you can work from anywhere you want in the world, which I'll show you in a second. You can create and sell your own offer, and as well, you can make really good money, which is kind of like a no-brainer, obviously. Otherwise, we wouldn't be talking about this in the first place. So with that being said, this is my pitch. I think that you should learn remote sales, and I want to teach you exactly how, and I want to help you go through that process. Now, I know what you're thinking at this point. Your sales guards and your sales wall is through the roof, and you're just freaking out, super nervous, like, oh my God, this is just another guru trying to sell me something, definitely trying to scam me. Online courses are a scam. I get it. By the way, just for reference, I've invested into bad programs myself. I think for one of my businesses, I spent over $25,000 on an online course, and it required me to spend $10,000 in ads, and it was a total ripoff. I get it. Trust me. Now, I want to prove to you why this is a little bit of a different situation, because I'm not trying to scam you here. In fact, I don't even need to scam you, because investing into yourself isn't a scam, because you either invest money or time, right? If you wanted to spend the next 5 years trying to figure out remote sales just by watching YouTube videos and trying to figure it out, you have the option to do that. But the idea of working with somebody and getting help from somebody is that you can go and speed up the process. And I'll talk about that more later on. Think about how much money that you spend on college, right? So like you'll have to spend at the very least like 30, 40, 50K per month on college, unless you got like a really good scholarship. And at the max, like you could spend close to probably $1 million in college. I promise what I charge here is significantly less than that. And I promise what I teach can make you way more money than a college degree, right? I showed you earlier the results that I've seen. And with remote sales, you have an infinite cap on how much money you can make. Like there's no ceiling. The second thing, I know exactly what you want because I wanted it too. I want to help you quit your job, or I want to help you drop out of college if that's what you want to do. I want to help you prove to your parents that making money online is real and that entrepreneurship is a real thing. And I know that you're sick of seeing every single person on social media win from the outside. It's like the second you open Instagram or YouTube or TikTok or whatever, you just get flexed on from all these people that are making money online. And it pisses you off. I get it. That was me too. And I know you're one failed business model away from just quitting up and hanging and like throwing in the towel and giving up. And I promise you, there is no secret people are hiding from you that is preventing you from winning. I genuinely want to show you that this is doable and how simple this really is. And the third reason why this is a little bit different is like I'm literally just a normal ass dude. Like 99% of the people that you see making money online are too, for the most part. I've actually met a large amount of them. And once you start talking to them, you'll realize that they're actually just like regular people. They don't have anything unique or special about them. They just, again, like I said earlier, they got on the right business model and they mastered high value skills, right? And so the idea is when you master high value skills, you can make any business model work, right? The more time you spend in the space, the more you realize that 99% of the shit you see on social media is actually kind of real. It might be tainted in a way that makes it seem better. Just please don't take any advice from any of like the crypto guys that I wouldn't recommend. But guys, like we're in the digital world, the digital gold rush. You should feel overwhelmed with excitement that you've ended up on this path and you're not somewhere else and you're not just like brainwashed into thinking that you're going to work a 9-to-5 job for the rest of your life. And all I'm offering to you is I'm going to help you and teach you how to become the guy that sells the pickaxes to the people in the gold rush. But I know words are just words and you probably still don't believe me. So all I can do is show you some results of some of the guys that I've already helped that are just like you, right? So Gabe, this is Gabe here. And he was actually my first student. And before he started working with me, he was full-time in college and he had a part-time job. I think he was like a tennis instructor or something. And he had no idea where to start making money online. And after working with me and joining Remote Sales Mastery, he ended up landing his first client in 1 week. And you can see this on the right here. It was a client with a 3K per month on track earning. And he ended up landing that client in one single week. And he's been doing this now for about 3 months. And he actually took all the money that he made and he actually translated the skills as well that he acquired during the process. And now he's going out and starting his own offer. Like you can pause here if you want and you want to check this out. This is Jared here. Jared is a G. Jared's probably watching this video. But like before working with me, he was full-time in construction. He was sick of his 9-to-5 and he wanted to start something on the side that he could bring in part-time income that could eventually replace his full-time income. And in literally just 2 weeks, we ended up dialing in his appointment setting skills. He ended up landing his first client. You can see that here. And literally just before this presentation, like as I was creating this, he ended up telling me that he ended up making 1K in one single day. The client that he was working with ended up closing 2 deals. And as an appointment setter, he ended up getting paid 1K in one day, which literally would have taken him over a week, like probably 10 days inside of his current full-time job, which is just insane. Like it's awesome. And here's a couple more. Like Mo ended up working with me, locked in a client day 2, which is 4K per month on track earning. Never expected this much value in 2 days. This is Connor. Managed to secure my first role as an appointment setter yesterday. The volume will make success literally inevitable. Wayne here ended up closing clients. He got some baits from some people and ran into some red flags, which I ended up helped him avoid, and ended up landing his first role, which was 3K per month on track earning, right? And so these are all students that I've personally coached inside of my program, Remote Sales Mastery. Now, one thing I want to say, and I want to preface this, I briefly talked about this earlier. This is not some shitty online course. This is not a situation where you're going to pay like $200 for some shitty online program where you're just going to get kicked to the curb and say, hey, go through these videos and good luck, have fun. No, I coach you one-on-one through a 4-step system that allows you and teaches you exactly how to first phase one, learn the ins and outs of remote sales to make money and become extremely valuable to the marketplace. And then in phase two, use specific proven outreach and interview strategies to land your first role and start making money ASAP, like I showed you in the examples earlier. Number three, then this is just as important. Once you actually land your first client, I'm going to show you how to go in and actually make more money inside of your role by developing your skill sets. I'll help you review your sales calls, review your DMs in order to improve your skill as fast as possible so that you can start making money as fast as possible. And then lastly here, phase four, which is just a bonus on top of everything, is once you start making good money inside of your role, now you're pulling in 3, 5, 10K per month. I'm going to show you how you can actually leverage yourself out of that position, be able to start your own company and start making 10 to 50K per month, just like I have done myself. And so all of this is done through, we do weekly coaching calls where I coach you through the entire process. You can see some of the guys on a call here. Hours of course content, sales calls, training. I got to kind of blur this sauce a little bit, but we got some good stuff in here. These are all super, super dialed in courses on how to do this. And then lastly here, plug and play, sales training, scripts, trackers, etc. Right. And so I'm so confident that this will work for you that I'm even willing to do this for you. Like, I know that this will work for you, but maybe you're still a little bit skeptical. Like, oh, what if this doesn't work, Trevor? If for some crazy reason you're not able to land your first client and start making money and make a return on investment in the program in 120 days, I'll literally just hand you a role. Like, again, I run an agency here that I showed you guys earlier, way at the top here. I'm going to have to scroll up a little bit, that we actually have clients that need salespeople and appointment centers. And so if for some reason my system doesn't work for you, which I know it will, but maybe you're a little skeptical, if for some reason this doesn't work for you, I will quite literally hand you a job opportunity and a job role, just like I've done here, as you can see. Now, what would it mean for you? Like, genuinely think about this and pause for a second, maybe. Like, what would change in your life if you could land your first remote sales job and start bringing in an additional 3 to 10K per month, online, remote, working from wherever you want in the world in the next 120 days? How would this change your life? Because for me, it totally changed my life. It allowed me to spend much more time with my family, my friends, got my dog here. It allowed me to spend time in Florida, which is like my go-to spot now. Expensive dinners, spending time with the guys. This actually here, I went to the Canary Islands for an entire month, and I decided to work there for the entire month. So me and 2 other guys, we went there and we just were taking sales calls all day, every day, working in the Canary Islands. It was pretty awesome. And then we did the same thing as well here in Mexico. You can see that here. And guys, like the nice cars and the nice watches are coming soon. Don't worry. But basically, like, what would change in your life if results like this came in for you? Because I would hope that you would actually want to do something awesome with it. Go travel, go spend more time with your family, be able to put some money towards investments, all that fun stuff. And that's just not possible with where you're at right now. So you need to start something on the side and start acquiring high income skill sets. So at this point, basically, you have the opportunity to work with me. If you're going through this video and you're like, Trevor, this is perfect. I can see how you can help me. I can see how being in remote sales can change my life. I want you right now to book a call one-on-one with me using the link in the description. On that call, it will be a call with myself. It'll not be some random salesperson from the Philippines. It'll be with me. And on that call, we can see for sure if we'd even be a good fit to work together, right? Because the truth of the matter is, you must be 100% committed to this. I reject people to this all the time. I get on calls with people that aren't serious and they think that I'm just going to like hand you money or something. No, that's not how this works. This is for you if you're serious and you're committed to like making this change. And I use the calls to see for sure if I can even help you, because based on what we talk about, you might not be a good fit for this program. And that's why we take these calls, because if I was just trying to sell you something, I would just have you go buy some like $100 online course in the link in the description. But no, I use these calls to see if we genuinely be a good fit to work together, because I'm taking a lot of risk by working with you one-on-one. and coaching you through the process if you're serious. And like, if you still think for some reason that this won't work for you, like here's some quick results. And you can like pause here and look at this and see like what some of my students think of the program and the value that they've gotten so far. And basically at this point, yeah, if you guys want to jump on the one-on-one call, we can see for sure if we'd even be a good fit to work together. I'll ask you a couple questions, basically see if we're a good fit. And then if it makes sense, I can walk you through a little bit more about what I do and how I can help. But other than that, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Comment down below if you have any questions, but you guys take care and have a fantastic rest of your day.